it's me, and I'm here with Hannah today, and we're at the park of my school, but I will not name my school at first, like, for safety reasons, right?
No.
So, I'm not, why did I say luckily? Sadly, we're not in the same class. And so, today we are doing a video. It's like a story time based on, we were at her house, and I was staying the night, and it was a paranormal activity video and experience. And it was super, super creepy that night.
There's a guy running. What the heck? Okay, sorry about that.
And,
he has blue shorts. I
So-
like those shorts.
Shorts. Okay, so basically, like, I'm just staying up tonight, and so it's like sort of like noonish, nightish, and we're chilling by the stairs.
My sister Haley, she's at her friend.
Of course.
My dog's outside. My little sister's asleep. My mom's asleep. My dad's asleep.
No, he's at work.
Oh yeah, he's at work.
He's like asleep. She says, okay. And we were just chilling by the stairs, and all of a sudden, like, out of nowhere, like, we're at the top of the stairs, just like sitting there, like,
Be a little bit louder.
yes, and so
We hear like
you hear like footsteps, literally walking up the stairs.
And then we come out in the hallway, we look, and we still hear walking like.
Yeah. And
So
like,
we run into my room, and then we fell asleep because we forgot all about it. We forgot all about it. We watched Mr. Papa's Penguins.
And then we got downstairs when it was like night, and her dad's
Because
still
we're
at work,
hungry.
of course,
Because we're hungry.
and her mom's like outside with the dog, and then Kyla's still asleep, and we're just like eating like a snack, and it's like one of Kyla's snacks, so she has really good crackers. Like she gets her
They're
own stuff.
so good.
And we were like just watching TV, not watching TV, we were just sitting out in the living room. Like the light was off, so we were just like sitting in the room. For some reason, with like the light off, the TV off, and everything was just off, and it was pitch black. And all of a sudden, the TV turns on by itself.
You know like the colorful like things.
Like it's like
that
technical
shows
difficulty.
And shows up when your TV has no
It's
signal.
like it looks like a piano looking thing. And that's what happened. And then all of a sudden, this scares the heck out of me. A face pops up, like a really scary looking face, and it looks like a face from my school.
It's like a shape kind of thing, but we couldn't tell
it looked,
what or
to me. It looked like familiar, like somebody from my school, but I didn't know exactly who. Like I know familiar faces, and it was just like in a bloody form, and I was just like. And after that, I like.
Did you hear that girl?
Right when it popped up.
Did you hear that girl that was missing in our hallway?
Yeah.
They found out that she actually died.
Oh. And yeah, there was like. So, right when it popped up, I screamed so loud, but Kyla didn't wake up, and her mom was like still outside with the dog, didn't even notice, and Hannah was just like, to my mom, she was like, be quiet, and I'm just like, oh. And
so
then
we quickly ran up to my room, and then
first we decided
there's like this little like brown thing where you walk in. It's like a little crawl space thingy. And then we hear it like going.
Remember? Okay, so we also hear her sister's, like her big sister's door. Like her mom's of course still outside. Nobody's home, like at their home, but like her dad's at work and everything like that. And we hear her big sister's door open.
And she's not even here.
And we look out the door, like, and nobody's there.
Nobody.
No way.
I mean,
And
nobody.
I get freaked out. So then, of course, we go and we like try to fall asleep, and I was like still sleeping. We were both sitting like on the bottom bunk, and Hannah like woke up before me, and she was like seeing like the light, like the lights on the top bunk, like you're able, and she saw it like flickering, and I'm just like, and like not. Like, she's just like, oh my God, Casey, wake up. And I wake up, and then, of course, like, I see it flicker like a few times, like 3 times, and then it shuts off, of course.
And then
What's that?
we went back to sleep, and then it turned out to be 7 o'clock in the morning. By the way, this was on a weekend.
Yep.
I think it was 2 weekends ago. 2 weekends ago, and
It was like in the summer-ish.
kind of. And then when we woke up, I mean, yeah,
Haley's door
we woke up.
closed. Somehow it was
Like when we
closed in the morning.
as soon as I like opened my eyes, I hear Haley's door go.
And yeah, and it just closes, and I'm like, cause like I hear the slam, and that's how I wake up. And Hannah like
The door is locked, so she her friend lives far away, so she wouldn't be able to walk home.
And her mom was of course like sleeping by then.
She
And
was.
then Hannah also sees that her door is wide open. Wide open. And they're all like, her dad's at work. That like
He goes to work till like everyone wakes up at like 7, and then he comes back.
yeah, and of course he never goes in her room. Like never ever goes in her room. Like unless he's doing something.
Unless he's telling me dinner's ready or Casey called.
Yeah, and the door is just like
I don't even like
wide
talking
open.
about it.
The door, I know, and the door's like just wide open, and her mom's sleeping, and so is Kyla, and then Piper's just like, sleeping too. So and she couldn't even open the door anyways, or close it. Well, she probably could close Haley's door, but I don't know.
By the way, I was eating nachos. They're good.
Then I had to get ready to go home, but I don't go home because her mom says I can stay for like
As long as she wants.
like 4 or 5 hours left, and of course we do that, and we eat like dinner because like it's a little bit late, but it's like still early, and then we go back upstairs.
And then when we officially woke up, we're super tired. Didn't get any sleep last night because of the stupid thingies.
So, like that haunted me. That was horrible.
And then the very
still
next
think
day, like the very, very next day, Casey was at her house, just sitting there, and then I hear the same thing happened with Haley's door and the crossbase door. I started hearing it, and I started hearing the footsteps coming up the stairs. And I asked my mom, do you hear that? And she's like, no. And you heard it, so I know it's not in my head. Definitely not in your head.
I can tell if something's in my head or not. Like, I can tell, like, and I'm just like, like thinking about something, like something that might have been in my head. But I can tell if something's not in my head, or if it is in my head. And Hannah tells me, I remember, she told me she heard. It was like a whisper, like it was really quiet, like talking. It was like a whisper, but it had noise to it, of course, and
it said like
Haley's door is open.
No, it didn't say that.
It was like something about Haley's door. I don't even remember. Hannah just told me. So. Man, it was creepy that night.
It said things in your coffee.
And Hannah called me like immediately after it happened, and she's like, she told me that she went running down to her mom and saying, "Can I call Casey?" And she calls me and she tells me to come over, and sure enough, I come over. So when I come over, like after, like I can stay for dinner that night, of course, and we eat dinner that night, and after we come upstairs from like eating dinner. Like we're just watching like Netflix on her Wii, and
my Wii.
All of a sudden,
that wasn't right, by the way.
Her TV turns off, but her Wii is still on somehow. But her TV just turns off, and I'm like, do you think that we're experiencing?
There's like no battery to the TV. Sorry, I had to cough.
And it was plugged in, and I went over there, and it was still plugged in. And, like, we didn't touch the button. We didn't hit the remote because the remote was, like, on the other side of the room from us.
It was, like, on the top bunk, and we were both on the bottom bunk.
So, yeah. And it turns off, of course, And when, like, after we sit back down, like, from getting up to see, like, if it was unplugged or anything, it turns back on, of course.
And then I used to have this little cat. Her name was Cleo. She was a calico cat. And I hear a meowing, and I don't have her anymore. She ran away. I don't have any animals except for my dog, and her name is Piper. And she was downstairs, and I heard her.
And then we see her come upstairs somehow. And then she comes out of Hannah's closet, and we're like, oh my god, who's that? And then she's like, oh my god, it's Cleo. And then we see her go under Hannah's bed, and then we look under there. She's gone. And I'm like, are we experiencing paranormal activity lately? And Hannah was like, I think we
This
are.
is the creepiest part, probably yet. Like a couple weeks later, after we started school and stuff, same thing happened. The light twitched, the TV went all that color thing, it looked like a piano, and then Haley's door did not open. Everything happened that one night, except for Haley's door did not open. And she was there.
Yeah, of course. And then she had to be there so it wouldn't open.
And then suddenly, like as soon as I turned my iPad off, Haley's phone breaks.
I remember this exact moment, and this was one of the creepy things that happened that night. I go like outside to get something, and I like right when I walk out, like the storage room is like right there from Hannah's like door, and I walk out, and all of a sudden it opens, and like this black thing walks out, and just like,
and then it
zooms right in her door, and I'm like, Hannah, it happened.
And I shut it, and then I heard like a baby laughing, but Kyla, she was at my grandma's swimming and stuff, and I checked in her little room, and then nobody was there except I saw one doll, her doll that she took with her, because she loves that doll,
and Hannah was like,
and it was sitting up on her bed. Nothing was moving. The eyes weren't blinking. Her mouth wasn't moving. I just heard her laughing.
And
baby
then
laughing. Her
we
laugh.
get closer and closer to it, and it raises its hands like, and it just like falls over like this, like.
And then immediately, and then this is what happened earlier today. So that's why we're here, to give our house a little break,
I think we should make a part 2 of this. This video is probably getting really long.
We'll end it after ice. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
And then I was just sitting on my bed eating ice cream. Delicious ice cream, by the way. And then,
this morning when it was time for school.
So
when we get to, like, I see Hannah at school, of course, and we were both, like, in the bathroom just chilling out. Nobody else is in there.
And then we
hear it's the bathroom, of course.
And then we hear the stall go.
Of course it's the bathroom, the creepiest place in the school besides the janitor's closet.
And by the way, the light was, like, broken.
Yeah, it was, like, flickering sort of, and I was like, I was feeling like it was paranormal activity. It might have not been, but it was flickering like usually. It never flicks.
And then
but
after that, as soon as we got home.
No, there's one thing you left out about the bathroom part.
Oh yeah.
Inside the stall. It looks like reddish, orangish-ish, and it says, "I know who you are."
We're not joking about this. We're totally pinky promise doing it right now.
And she said it was the same in her stall, and I look at her stall. Yeah, the words are written in there. And
we don't have a stalker. We have a Snapchat, but we don't have a stalker.
And I say, "Oh my God, teacher, come look!" And of course, the words are gone. And then
we came home.
The mirror has a little slight crack, and I'm just like, it's like, and I hear it.
And I gotta tell you, we're gonna make a part 2 of this. That happened, it happened like a couple hours ago, before we got here, and we'll make a part 2 of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, so like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me if you ever experienced paranormal activity. So thanks so much for watching. I love y'all so much. Peace out. Also subscribe to Hannah. Bye.
No, don't. Please don't.